5 of their final 7 games of the season are against division opponents. Is that kind of weird?
It is kind of weird, and only 3 of those games are going to be home games, and only 2 of them are home games in December or January. And, Pro Football Hall of Fame general manager Ron Wolf, who was the first GM that I covered when I started out covering this team in 1996, he would always look for 2 things on the schedule when it would come out. 1, how many times do we have to go on the road for 3 straight games? They had to do that in 96, my first season, when they went on to win the Super Bowl. They had to do it twice that year, and he was not pleased. And Ron could be very colorful when he was not pleased. But the other thing was he wanted to maximize the number of home games in December. Back then, they didn't play into January in the regular season, and he wanted and he would get madder than a wet hen, as he would say, if they didn't have at least 3 home games in December. Well, the Packers have 2. And by the way, they're both against cold weather teams, right? They play the Bears on December 7th. They play the Baltimore Ravens on December 27th or 28th. Otherwise, they're at Denver, they're at Chicago, they're at Minnesota for those final 3 road games. And like you pointed out, this is a team that went 1-5 last year in the division. They were a fingertip away from being winless in the division, as the Bears obviously get that final field goal blocked at the end of the game in Chicago. It's crazy how this schedule is, Zach. It starts with a really crucial 2-game stretch, and then it ends with all these division games jammed into a 7-week window. The fact that they start with a division game and then don't play again in the division until they play the Vikings on November 23rd in Green Bay, that's very unusual. And the fact that they play, the Bears, twice in a 3-week span, that's different. So I remember one year where they played the Bears to open the season and close the season. This is a little different. They won't have to spend as much time late in the year on film because they'll have just played each other. But I am super curious to see how that bottom stretch of the schedule plays out.